You just think that because you stand next to me and I'm bald and like the light reflects off my head.
True.
Yeah, that's mostly probably why.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to spin this in a positive narrative.
I'm not. They stink. Mac, we're taking a look at his hard point over the Major 2 quals, how he has looked. He's been a beast. They fell a little bit short in a Game 5 against Surge. Listen, I watched that one closely because I picked Surge 3-0. I was feeling good about Surge, and it could have been a Surge 3-0. But New York had their opportunities. They just got bashed in the map 5. The Surge definitely needs some improvements, but we'll focus on the match at hand. The hardpoint god, at least so far, in his 2 series. So this team was Mac. We'll see what he brings to the table here on Protocol. And Dylan Price, though, on your screen for now is Dahum. Just puts King in a body bag.
Yeah, I mean, listen, the one thing Cloud9 needs to do in coming in a series like this when you're struggling is you just have to get a win, right? Like, I think you do just, there has to be an early focus. We've seen teams get caught off guard by Falcons. And you just can't do that. You're not in a position to do that. Agreed. You need these CDL points.
Absolutely, absolutely. Like, that's what they were saying on the desk. You need to come and get like a good 3-0. Like, one to feel good about. You just, yeah, you don't have the luxury of just coming out flat. Because it feels like if Falcons, like if they're going to win a hard point, just due to their recent performance, it's going to be like somebody just comes out, a map 1, they just catch somebody that comes out not taking it seriously, comes out flat, and they sneak away with one. Cloud9, I don't know, strikes me as a team that could be susceptible to that.
Yes. I think when you look at the personalities on this team, that without a doubt, this would be a team I'd circle.
Yeah. So far, Falcons doing some damage early in the objective. 4 straight 4x nid. Nice shots from Dahum inside, able to stay up, but going vertical is Mac. He'll get 2. That's a break, and now looking to control these final 20 seconds will be Cloud9 New York. They've got this time, they've got the rotation, at least for now, but here come the numbers for Vegas Falcons.
Yeah, 15 seconds left, you can still flip this map. You see Whistle, he's starting to work on through. Cutting down the middle of the map, though, was Kremp. And, well, you see Wixel's able to pick one up. He's trying to play his life. He will be hunted down, though that's by Attach. Attach has just been winning on that side of the map. Well, it gets his team spawns for P3. So keeping it close so far, a pretty solid P2. And now exit quickly here. This has been the one guy. So sort of a bright spot. 8-4 on another 3 spree. And, well, that's going to be 3 dead. He's just got to go. He's going to have to win this next one-on-one. But now off spawn is Kremp. Great shots onto him, and there's the help from King.
Yeah, I was like, is Attach going to react? But he had to deal with every angle. He's getting collapsed on. Eventually shut down. Nice break. And listen, Vegas Falcons have had some nice starts to maps. It's not usually the first set of rotations that's been the issue. It's the second. It's the third. It's the fourth. As we get deeper into the game, they seem to collapse. The mistakes start to really hurt them.
Well, it feels like one bad hill where they just start to get out of it, and then it snowballs, right? Yeah. And honestly, in Hardpoint, it can be easy to do. Like, it can be. You just kind of get put in the blender for a minute, then you miss a rotation. All of a sudden, you're down 100.
Yep. We'll see if they can avoid that. As you said, tight so far. Now we get to your money. P4 we go. Nice little slide and chow there from Attach as he picks up the kill. Sib gets 1 as well. You've got numbers at least 4 now. Spawning out wide right will be Dahum as they try to rally back. A bit of a split spawn. So you get him right, Xnid left. They look to work back into it. They're going to have one-on-ones on both sides of the map. But as long as you're fighting out towards houses and top, I mean, that works out great for you. The pressure's not coming to the hard point. Now they have an opportunity to do it. Attach is going to have to go big. He's on 3 straight. He's trying to step up in the clutch. Able to take down 1. Help gets there just in time. Nice teamwork. Nice sequence. Sib is a filthy, dirty, nasty man.
Oh my God, the backslide right onto Xnid hits the shots. And that was a break opportunity. Listen, I think if you're Falcons and you want to keep it simple, you're going to play a map like Protocol. Like, P4 has to be almost like #1 objective. As insane as that sounds, you cannot lose that rotation. They do. You get 1 break opportunity, and then you have the 2-on-3, and you throw it. And now, again, all of a sudden, you're down 60.
It's great. It's like Omni movement just seems so natural to me now. Like, it's not like that crazy to me anymore at this point. And there's not been that many like standout plays that like separate it from like old cost, but the backslide, bro, the backslide is vicious. Like I feel like that's where we've had most of the nutty plays. And you saw another clean one there from Sib, but now, well, you also can't get smacked on P4 and then let it snowball into getting smacked in the beginning of the second rotation at P1. This has been a stretch.
Well, this is what I just talked about. Yeah, it's sort of 1 hill for 60 seconds, and then you're just kind of put into the blender where you're not finding kills, you're out of rhythm, you're out of position, and you're just trying to do a little bit too much. And I think that's what's happening right now is, yeah, now up to 140 is Cloud9 New York. Attach is watching over his teammate. He's on 5 in a row, and yeah, this is just when the game simplifies if you are Cloud9.
Yeah, I kind of blacked out the very beginning of the P1, but was that basically a straight 120 there? Like pretty much.
Yeah, like 30 or 40 here, but yeah, it's about 100
yeah,
points.
So, okay, so they held it for like 15 to 20. Okay, yeah. I would say my brain just kind of put them both together perfectly for Cloud9. I was like, that's an insane stretch.
No, I don't think you didn't get any time if you were Vegas, but yeah, there made it
okay,
like 10 seconds
that's what I meant.
contest.
Got it.
But yeah, it was like 65 to 55 going into that that P4.
That's 2 minutes of kind of lights out hardpoint there from Cloud9. Trying to get some time now at the P2. Pretty solid job at the first set. Trying to replicate that here, but it's 2 fall and you pick up the player tucked away. That's all 4 players spawning up and now trying to collapse, but the tidal wave that is Cloud9 New York seems to be pushing and holding. Cloud9 in good form, up 80, looking to keep it rolling. Let's go to Listen In now with Cloud9.
Okay. Cover me, in tower. He's still behind P1. I'm P1. They're gonna be spawning tower. Spawning tower. You don't spawn tower. Spawn in the back. I haven't shot. I spawned that fucking ammo. Run, G's are in the back. He's P1 on me. Wait, he went dirt. I know spawn in the back. They're dead. Get a shot. Make sure you block this one. Make sure you block. Yeah, I will. Top ammo. Top ammo on bike. Last 2. I'm getting ammo. They're gonna take control. Listen, they're banging on my front. Yeah, I didn't. Driver shot on. There's right now. I'm all front. Steps can walk in. Oh my shit. It's one shot in front door. Top of me, watch it. I'm pushing top. Yes, that one. I'm left. One left. I'm saying P1 here. I'm all mid. Zip in time. P1. Every sidewalk. One more zip. I'm in my tools. He thought or some shit. He could be dirt. Grass back to zip maybe. You're not gonna zip. Zip on me dead. Nice. Missing one. One door. Hit the right. That's good. There's nothing sidewalk. Bigger dead. There's gonna be more new. He's laying down. There might be 3. There's all 3 job. I'm gonna try to kill Ina. One's computer and one's Spawn back. Good. Yeah, pitch us. Let's go big door. Come on. I'll go big door. You guys have a I will. I'm gonna go to drop. I'm already here. We're doubling star. I'm gonna go drop. I saw bottom as well. I saw bottom here. I'm dropping. I saw this. One shot. I need middle time. Hold on. Wait. Middle time. I take it out. I have a shot. E-box. Chom, that's all you. 2v1. Nice, 4, good shit. Hold the shot. Yeah, I'm staying P2. I have the ammo pinch. I'm no showing metal stairs. All swing gammons, one big one. Make it tower, dead drop. I have all your smile. Really weak on P2. Grass is bigger. Bigger and dead. Every bigger. P2 and bigger, both bigger.
Bro, I think the craziest part about this, Joe, it's jumped a little bit. We're closer to like double digits, but at one point I looked up, they're out slaying them by like 5, and they were up 120. And that's just...
Well, I mean, you had 65 points after the first 2 hills of the game, right? Or around there?
Yeah.
First 2 or 3 hills. Just kind of stalls out, and that's all Cloud9 New York.
Wow. I mean, okay, so I said, at the beginning, I was like, what did I say? Like, I'm not really worried about the beginning of the game. Yeah. Once we get a little deeper into it, that's when I get worried. And yeah, no.
Yeah, it spirals after the first P4.
Yeah, yes. I don't even know if spiral's strong enough a word. Spiral covered in like ice, and they're sliding down it faster than normal. I don't know, Joe, but holy hell.
Yeah. Tough one.
Yeah, you can say that, Joe. It's been a bunch of tough ones because that's now 0-18 in Hardpoint. But yeah, no, even if the slaying margin ends up being like 10, what was it? 3. It was 11. It was 11, like still. 11 kills is not much of a gap in that to be a 150-point Hardpoint.
Again, I mean, it is the same thing over and over again. Some call that the definition of insanity, but
yeah,
it's just they get to this moment, they lose a hill, and they cannot get out of it.
This can't recover.
Cannot recover. They don't win rotations enough, and then it snowballs.
Yeah.
And then finally, when you do rotate to a P4, like you get there when it's 290 or around there, they instantly get broken out of Money Hill, where you just can't get broken on your first attempt.
No, that first one is brutal, and you saw some highlight plays. I mean, Sib had the nasty triple during the listen, and Crimp had one. I think at the end of the listen, Attach had a nasty one. Like, there were some individual moments and all, but this wasn't like a belt to ass just stomping in the slaying department type thing. Like, they were just outplayed.
Yeah, so it was like 90 to 55, right around towards the end of P4, and just keeps going.
It does, Joe. Keeps going and going. Looking good for Cloud9. You know, we wanted to see them come out strong. Get a resounding 3-0. Come out looking like a strong team that we were kind of, I don't know. I still haven't put a lot of stock into this team, but like, I maybe got hopes up a little bit after their first match to start, and then, you know, you push Vancouver Surge a bit, but this is one you need to come in and put a good showing in. Impressed with the map one.
Yeah, I mean, I think 3 over Ultra is always like a good showing. Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, that got me a little excited. I wasn't convinced yet, but got me a little excited.
Kind of what Nameless talked about, what, 1 and 5 in Game 5s? Like, the only other team who's close to that's like LAG, right? It's just, Game 5 Search and Destroy is really just put a damper on your year.
And bro, like I worked Sunday, so like I was really watching that final map intently, and it was like literally the first blood was like 0-7. Like they just got demolished 6-1. It was not good. So it's not even like a Game 5 where you're pushing people. They just got killed. But hopefully we're not seeing a map 5 here. Vegas looking to be the only team that wins a map today, really. I mean, well, outside, you know, I mean, like on the losing end, is everybody just getting 3-0 destroyed so far. Looking to be a fast day if Cloud9 keeps it going like this. Skyline Search, I believe, what, of the 3 map wins they have, it's what, 2 controls, and I believe the Search one was a Skyline.
Yeah, 2 of these. They have more than 3 maps now.
Is it? I thought it was 3. I thought it was what, 2 controls
maybe
and a
4?
Search. Oh, maybe I'm lying.
They're
but
1 and 1 on Vault.
Skyline's
2 and 2 on this map.
Sorry, there's 2 here. Okay.
And then a control, so you must have 4 on the year.
4, 3. I'm sorry, I said 3. That's my exaggeration. It's my bad, Joe.
It's all right. I was just looking over here to make sure you were good to go. Yeah.
You're the numbers guy, Joe.
Numbers guy.
I'm the looks guy.
Yeah, so I mean, you have a chance here. The problem is that this is probably Cloud9's best search map. I feel like it's been their go-to.
I want you to talk to me about Falcons for 2 straight minutes. Come on, Joe, give me 2. We take a look at the S&D KD leaders for Major 2 qualifiers. The whom? 15 and 8. Obviously, not a ton you can take away from this because we only have a handful of maps just within Qualifier 2, but some nice performances from him early on. They'll be relying on him big time here in this map 2, in this best of 5. We'll see if he can put up another solid search and destroy.
Well, and it was really his Skyline, right, where he put up double digits, had a couple of nice clutches in their search and destroy map win on Skyline. So we're looking at that guy.
Yeah, see if they can do it again on Skyline. Fist bumps out for the players as they get locked and loaded for the map 2. We always think the search is probably the one where they're going to have the opportunity to steal one away. S&D, I mean, 2-1 doesn't look bad. Unfortunately, just the one you lost was you got smoked in a map 5, and that's been what's cursed you.
And again, this team just kind of improving across the board. Is this Cloud9 team just a very slow start to the year? But it feels like recently starting to get more competitive.
Yes, sir. A look at the overall best of 5 there quickly before we hop into it. Offense up for Cloud9. Quick A hit, looking to be the play. Sib playing deep, Kremp playing close. First blood there for Mac. And we'll see if they can push things forward off of that. No trophies early, obviously, so all trying to dodge all these nades. Wixel does get 1, but insta-traded out by Attach. There's still numbers here for Cloud9. And this is going to be our bomb carrier that's working his way on over towards B. And away from the P1 goes Attach. Max is going to drop down. They're going to group up.
Yeah, this rotate timing is working out well. Because they're thinking about maybe checking B as to whom, and now you can see Exney just taking a long route underground. So bomb getting it planted, and you are very split if you are Falcons.
Well, as the glass breaks, now that gets picked up. Taking their time, but eventually got to collapse here. It's going to be hard to get a pick at range just due to the weapon in hand. See if you can hit the nade and chow.
I mean, this is a map where you don't need a lot of time, but you're just not giving yourself much. You've cleared out everything. You know where they are. They're all in the kitchen.
Yeah. Finally chow and just get insta-dropped.
Felt like actually was playing prop hunt right there.
No, honestly, I was like, at first I was like, I understand taking your time clearing some corners, but I mean, it's an A plant. Kind of know they're going to be grouped up in the kitchen for the most part.
I mean, he cleared everything.
Everything. I mean, he had time to clean the kitchen, Joe. But by the time they actually pushed, there's, what, 15 seconds to go. I mean, they would have had to smoke them off the bomb to get there in time. So nothing going there. Easy round so far for Cloud9. Nice one for Mac as he got the first blood, got the bomb plant in, and got one from the post plant as well. So leaving his mark on the round. Stun hits, so he's slowed down. Doom gonna be their takeover guy in search while he gets the first blood, but an instant answer from Mac and attach and numbers again over to Cloud9. You have bomb to work with at least, but I think, yeah, Wixel just got spotted and he's gonna get dropped. Mac with another. He's up to 4-0.
I mean, we've seen some beams from these guys on this map, but Mac hit some better shots right there with the Jackal. King now left in a 1 versus 3, has both weapons, able to find the first.
It to him. Oh.
Reads this, but there's just 3 of them left.
Ooh.
Kind of saw Crump's face there. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, no. A nice win on the second, but I thought they were, I was really saying they're giving him one-on-ones, but no, this one at least, they I was looking at the minimap at the time. I didn't realize how free that was going to be for Mac. But it got interesting there for a moment. You got the first blood this time if you're Vegas, but I mean, not much of one. It was literally insta-traded at grapple, and they take numbers there as you get 2 for Cloud9. I mean, God, if you're Vegas Falcons, you just like to be able to play with numbers for a moment. You haven't had that at all. Mac now up to 5-0. The game just becomes so much harder, especially on something like Skyline, where you just don't ever have numbers.
And right back to this initial A setup. And well, another first blood gonna be for Trent, make it 2. So I mean, it's the right call. You're there if you are Vegas. They're just not finding the kills. The utility on point. There's no trophies for Vegas Falcons. Wixel gonna put some shots in, and well, Dahum's gonna catch him. So we're into a 2-on-2.
Ooh, nice shots by Crimp at range, but 2v2. Wixel and Dahum gotta get active. You've just taken even more space if you were Sib, but they're able to sniff it out and drop them. All going to be on the Mac. Big chance here for Vegas Falcons. First time they've really had numbers. Right on the bomb they go. They spotted him and holding. Gets him off of it for a sec. Not able to stay up long enough, though. Under the fuse with 8.5. Good to go. Round to Falcons.
Well, that's a 2 versus 4.
Yeah.
I mean, so yeah, maybe something you can build some momentum off of. And again, it's Dahum. 3 in the round. Gets the fuse leading the way. But, I mean, Sib just gets caught out there. I mean, I think maybe he's worried that they're on the bomb. He has to check it.
Yeah, maybe it's like maybe Crimp didn't have to chow that fight. Like, just sort of shoulder it. Like, he got the first 2. I know, he's probably thinking ace.
Yeah,
at that point. Like, he's chasing one down, got some tags in. He could have won that fight, I guess, but it's an AR against him. Maybe he just didn't need to take that fight, especially since, well, it's easy to say with hindsight because they lost a teammate in that same moment. At the time, it a little bit different.
Yeah, and I think, like, Sib is, you know, whatever the comms are between him and Mac, like, maybe someone has to check the bomb, and then as soon as he sees the cross, he just gets caught.
Well, you saw the stats coming into this one. Get back to it here. Just looking for a clean first blood if they are able to get one, or do they need one? Oh, okay, well, let's just set up Crimp for 2. I mean, that was a 2v4 last time. Not gonna be the case this time. Crimp is eating a triple for him, just dominating towards the A-bomb.
Yeah, I mean, just gets behind him. Able to find the routes, find a free 2 kills again to start off the round. This time, though, they don't throw away a 2v4 because he stays alive. Finds his 3rd on the King.
Now, we've seen him be so good in that part of the map. In Search and Destroy, or even at Hardpoint sometimes, like I don't know what it is. It's just I'm sure
the chaos.
I'm sure as a player, you just have spots in the map that you're just like, I don't know. You're just like, I'm gonna dominate here.
Yeah, you kind of understand it.
Yeah. Just things seem to work out there.
Very familiar with a lot of the gunfights. Where you need to be, what kind of helps.
I swear his stats just upgrade when he gets there. I swear to God.
Let's put him right back there.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like until they slow this down, how about we just throw Crimp at him? But now he'll get into Jim and just chill for a second. Attach with the route, attach with 2 freebies. I mean, name a better duo than Vegas Falcons having 2 players get shot in the back over the last 3 rounds.
Well,
I was about to say,
maybe them throwing away 2 versus 4s.
That almost set up perfectly.
Could still happen.
Yeah, it could. It could. Dahum firing some warning shots. 20 seconds to go, just trying to catch one and then send it, not able to get the pick. Now just having to hold forward. Hit some shots, not able to actually make a play on the bomb. I mean, if it's not been Crimp with your 2 entries, this time it's attached. I mean, that's literally 3 straight rounds where 2 players are getting shot in the back. And like, I'm not an S&D scientist, but that probably shouldn't happen every round. Even
I mean,
Skyline can be crazy, I know. But
yeah,
like,
you're switching it up if you're New York, showing different looks, right? Sometimes they're playing from kitchen. This time, what they do is they send attach, just kind of lurk. And what Vegas is trying to do is retake from bridge, from catwalk. They both have nades in hand. They're trying to drop down and retake.
I guess my point is, like, is Cloud9 the best at just finding holes, or are there just too many holes currently in the setups?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's like, it's one thing if it happens like once, but I thought for a second that was a Cloud9 POV.
No, this time
2 players. This time it's Vegas Falcons. They found the hole. The hole finders. X-Men, he was goosed until that point, able to get 2, and there they close it out. A dominant round. This time winning the fight at kitchen.
The only expert hole filler I know is Shotzi on Vault.
That's true. That is his hole. He'll fill it up all map long. There's no room for anyone else when he's got it filled, Joe. I almost got you there. I heard that little chuckle. It was close.
Almost.
Vegas Falcons, though. Still pushing it, staying alive here, trying to extend it, but still work to do. Down 2 rounds.
Cloud9's just like, let's keep going, eh?
Yeah. Seems to be working, but okay, so a little bit different from Crimp. Instead of just, I'm going to bash you in the face, he's going to look for a timing through underground. And you said it, kind of keeping him guessing, finding different.
Yeah, like, this is just A plays, but they are different looks, different timings if you are Cloud9. This time, no, Xnid, there's an opening, right? Because you are playing underground if you are Crimp. Nobody really watching the flank. So you're setting Crimp up. Hopefully it pays off. He's going to find the first. Well, why not? Give him 2 again.
Yeah, when he's finding them, it's in multis. It's been 2, 2, and 3. Like, in those sequences, never a single kill for this man. Have a 3v2, spots another. Good little bit of finesse. Wants to take the fight, and well, he's gonna at least get the info. He drops down, sets up attached then for the kill. They'll get bomb back over to B, and now looks to get the plant all gonna be on Xnid to try and make the play. Vision onto 1.
Oh yeah, spotted though. I think attach sees him. Yeah, attach sees him. Trem gives him the call out. Nice setup there from Cloud9.
And that's what, another triple for Crimp. As he's up to 8 and 4, and yeah, all his kills have come in, what, like 4 rounds? When he's really getting it going, he's taking over outside of, I mean, he's really decided the round for them outside of the 4v2 they threw. He's called game, or well, called round.
Well, yesterday you say he decided that one too, because
he died. Yeah. True. That's a good point. That's a good point, Joe. Oh my. 5-2 now. 1 more round to take the 2-0 edge. No success really for Falcons. They had one dominant round, then they pulled off the 2v4, which was remarkable. Just can't rely on that. Another first blood to Cloud9. King's pistol hitting, but can't take down 2 with it. It's going to be a 2v3 for Falcons. Map 2 life. As Wixel taking his time over catwalk, clearing as he goes. What's Sib working underground?
And honestly,
kind of back to back towards A.
This route is so good, honestly, from Sib, because now he can check the B bomb. So he's just a solo player here, and he's just trying to take fights, but the slide doesn't go his way, and Wixel's gonna win the close range engagement.
I mean, he's taking that fight 10 out of 10 times.
Yeah, he just doesn't really care right now.
Yeah, no, just doesn't lose it, or doesn't win it. Probably should have won it. So 2-2 versus 2. 30 to go, and Dahum's working out. We saw Xnid clean the kitchen. Now Dahum's lifting weights.
Patience
catch him. Yeah, it certainly does. It certainly does. The patience pays off. 3rd round of the Vegas Falcons. So what? 2 of the rounds they won were a 2v3 and a 2v4. They've rarely had numbers. Well, really just in 1 round they had it. Outside of that, they've had to kind of bring it back and clutch up in these rounds. And it's been the same kind of thing where it's like,
yeah, they're just playing patient.
They're sitting and you're getting kind of overactive, like when Sib got caught in the 2 versus 2.
Yep.
And that's going to pay off when a team's just trying to end the map, it seems like.
Yeah, they're running at you.
They're running at him, yeah. And honestly, that's probably a strategy, isn't in the sense, like, I don't know, I would think that if, like, I think teams were, like, respecting us due to the results we've had, and they're going to run at us. Yeah, okay, L trigger up. Punish them for it.
Oh, that helps. I heard that right away.
Yeah. So that might decide the round. So that, okay, oh, here we go. Let's get deeper in the map too. Sib just stuck one onto him.
At least he laughed.
Yeah.
But yeah, you never really want to stick one onto your teammates.
No, it's just too sticky there. We'll see it one more time.
Especially when you don't give them a heads up.
Nope, that's a surprise. Oh.
Surprise from one of your boys, that's crazy.
That is brutal, Joe, brutal. Cloud9, listen, you got to brush off the frustration, get out of that sticky situation, and end the map. But Vegas Falcons, it's either been the hard way or the easy way. Like, you got gifted that one. Another first blood, though, for Cloud9. RC in play as well.
Seems like my bad, guys.
Yeah,
I'll win us the next round.
Yeah, picks up with the first blood. Just slow playing it right now is Falcons. They can double chow here, catwalk behind a nade. You see a view of the RC down today. Wixel will catch one, so.
They did to be careful on this map, right? It's not a very big map, so the player in the RC can get caught. That's Matt, yeah, he's gonna blow it up, and all right, they have to play a 3-on-3.
Well, you've clutched up in what, a 2v3, a 2v4. Now why not a 3v4? See if they can do it.
Kind of waiting on Kremp here. You see number 5 lurking up. Extid, though, to fight 2 players and almost finds both of them.
Hey, almost another situation
this
where
might set this up, though. This might be done due to this flank.
Oh, shooting 2 in the back. That's what Kremp does. How he gets the second might be a nade, but Cloud9 seal it. They had some great plays, some great looks, some sloppy moments as well, but for the most part, they were in control, just outside of what? Throwing away a couple rounds they should have won. And then Sib literally throwing the round away as he stuck his boy. But Cloud9 get the win. They're up 2-0. Falcons' best chance to maybe take a map there into search and destroy, now a distant memory. As Cloud9 look to close it out in the control. In the first blood department, it was actually pretty close. I thought like 6-4, I believe it was. So Vegas Falcons had some opportunity. A lot of those were like the ones that were kind of instantly traded out. Like you didn't have numbers advantage very clean. But a nice map from Kremp, nice start from Mac. Mac started out with like 5-0 or something at the beginning of that, and Kremp was just the multi-kill demon.
Yeah, I mean, he said A-bomb, that's my bomb site.
100%, just absolutely dominant there. At moments, like I kind of liked the patience. I mean, you had like too much patience at times, especially when you had to try and retake. I think if you were Vegas Falcons, where I just want to yell like go, like you literally have to go, or you cannot win the round. And then somewhere, yeah, they really caught players because they were getting a little overactive. You were all triggered up and you're able to take it. But Cloud9 in control. Our desk looking spicy.
It's going to be a fast day. We're looking like another 3-0 is a brewing. The Falcons get basically 100-point clubbed into Hardpoint, and that's where I want to start our show, Allie. Can you walk me through some of these highlights? Was it Falcon struggling, or is it Cloud9 really shooting well today?
I mean, it has to be a little bit of both in all capacities, but from the side of Cloud9 New York, like, they just had map control throughout the entirety of this. I did not feel like Vegas Falcons ever had a foothold throughout the entirety of this. There was a moment about computers around the second set of rotations where I thought maybe Vegas Falcons was going to try and battle themselves back into the game, but I mean, as you see on your screen, it is literally Sid that comes in and bops 3 of them with an SMG. So from the side of Cloud9 New York, I mean, just a clean Hardpoint overall.
Yeah, there was an opportunity on the P2. I think we're seeing it right here, where like they were rallying back a little bit. They got a lot of time, but the problem with like the way Falcons thesis on Hardpoint is like, as soon as they lose like 2 players, they're just broken immediately. Like the guys in the back will be like hard blocking, and I see like where they're going with it. Like, okay, we have to block, we have to hold this setup. Like, no, you need to apply pressure after you get the kills, right, to make the game easier for yourselves. They haven't been able to do that in all their series, to grasp that concept of like cycling positions off the mini map. I don't know when it's gonna come, but yeah, on the side of New York, like that's good. That's a map they haven't been able to win too often. Protocol Hardpoint, maybe adding that to your map pool. And we get to this search and destroy, which is basically bully ball the entire time.
Let's take a look at Search. Sib giving them a chance late in the game, but this was really Cloud9 on game point for a minute. Walk me through the Search game, though, from Cloud9. What is the, I guess, look from this team? Who do they compare to in the game?
the approach from the side of Cloud9 kind of makes me think of LA Thieves on that Hacienda. It's just pushing out these lanes that are left open. And from the side of Vegas Falcons, it's unfortunate because I think there was just too much VOD on them playing Skyline Search and Destroy, because typically they have a really good defense. They have a really good way to approach the A side of the map. But Cloud9 was extremely prepared for it, sending up Kremp and Mac. I just combined both of them into that bottom side, just literally playing their lives to have whatever way that they wanted. Again, it's hard to talk about.
I mean, that final round is like a good illustration of what's going wrong in the Vegas camp. Like, they lose a guy, right? So you're man down in that situation. Okay, you're taking your time, find a kill, and then you just got players pre-aiming the exact same thing. You had Dahooms just watching down low, bottom barbecue, like just not doing anything, and you have to take action. Exnid tries to take action through hallway. He actually puts himself in like a pretty good position to find a kill, but there's no assistance. There's no AR looking over him, right? So it's like the communication in the middle of these rounds, like, we're not helping each other out. So Vegas continuously put themselves in like a decent spot and just not helping each other out.
I think they're just missing playmakers. Like, I look at the numbers,
He's
right?
trying to make plays.
But only one isn't enough, you know? Like, you look across the league, like, not only has Mac taken a year off and come back and he's been the playmaker for Cloud9, but, like, everybody on Cloud9 is capable of being a playmaker. And that's something I feel like the rest of the league has and maybe Vegas Falcons just don't have just yet. Because you might get something from Exnid every once in a while, you might get something from Dahoom every once in a while, but it's not enough to stay consistent with the rest of the league.
Protocol Control is coming up next. Who has more pressure from the Falcons, the front line or the ARs?
I mean, the subs got to get in the base and get mixy, right? Like, if they're going to win, we got to see Exnid just going nuts, slaying them out in their base, especially on a map like this.
Player to watch from Cloud9, who drops most kills?
Crimp.
Mac.
I think he goes by the name
Oh,
of
no.
Sib.
Can Vegas lock in, bro?
No.
Well, I don't think
Matt,
so.
correct?
But I don't know who I'm taking to get most kills. I'll go to Sib. Why not? Let's see if he can fry here to shut it down. I'm trying to think how this one does, because this was the map 3, I believe, against Vancouver. That was a wild one. That was the Neptune and same play on A where he had like the 1v3. That was actually a crazy map. But we get ready for this. We'll see if Falcons can get another control win. Shot of Sib is he is usually, dude. Did you see the clip of? It was like, I think it was Zuma, like the Flank boys were like watching it, and they thought the camera froze on Sib, but it didn't actually freeze.
He's just chilling.
Yeah, he just doesn't breathe or move.
He's just
Like,
peace.
so he's blinking right now, so you can tell he's alive.
Yeah.
But like sometimes you don't know. That man's just dialed.
Just no emotion.
So player out of seat, not sure what the deal is, but hopefully we'll get to it here quickly. We're taking a look at control defense this season, where their records are at. Neither team has been great on the defensive side of things, but obviously advantage to Cloud9.
Yeah, I mean, 15-11, I imagine you're probably right in the middle as 10th.
Well, it kind of depends on what maps you're playing against.
Yeah, you're probably like a couple of round wins from going forward there.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Right on the cusp.
9 and 13 on defense, not great.
No, that's not going to get it done, especially just, I know every map doesn't play out that way, but for the most part, we got defensive favored maps this year. Every now and then, I'm trying to think of like the last, like, what was like a heavily favored offense, like a Berlin or like a checkpoint? No, checkpoint, not checkpoint.
Heavily favored offense?
Yeah, like, well, Berlin.
Hotel?
50-50. Hotel, yeah, that's a good one.
Didn't we have one last year?
Dude, I'm trying to think. You guys should see some of the talks that Joe and I have, like when we'll go on walks or just driving back from work.
Holding hands.
Just hold hands. And we'll just like, one of us will say something about like a COD stat or like a moment, and then it'll bring up this just spiral where we talk about like 40 different things in the history of COD, and then we're like, that was a good talk. It just helps us remember things.
We've been casting a long time. There's
Yeah,
a lot of these giant domes.
It blurs. There's too much in this dome. My head's growing, man. Big old brain, Joe.
What do we have? High-rise invasion. What was the third one last year? Karachi? Yeah, that was that was like pretty offensive.
Dude, you said that, my brain just shut off. We're talking about big brains. I was like, wait, what was the third map? I almost said hotel. I don't even know why. I was just thinking in my head because you just said it. I don't know. We were distracted. I got Aunt Allie over here laughing at us, dude. Look at these guys. Ant's got his glasses on today, so you know he's dialed.
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah.
It's been 4 years.
Oh, it has. But Sib, just like the last round of Surge, opens things up. Crimp. Nice close range fight there for him as they'll try to get a foothold here in the opening moments of the offensive round. Just hip-fired cheese, smokes, fries, dominates there as he survives it with 2 HP.
Looked like I'd see something from like Tom Cruise, you know, in like Mission Impossible.
Absolutely. What can Tom Cruise do? Dude, what'd be the scariest COD team to play by 4 Tom Cruises?
4 Tom Cruises?
You think the Falcons, they got the budget to get 4 Tom Cruises? I don't know.
They might.
I play with that team would be nuts, man. Sib, 4-0 start out of him. That streak will come to an end, but the progress is happening over at A. They line up for attach, and I thought that would have been disgusting if he peeled him off the box, but you get the comms over to your teammate who eventually cleans it up. That prone nearly catches him. Can't get back to full health and reposition, but you got your extra minute now, so 2 minutes to go. An early 7 life advantage. You got everything you want and more, and Sib is shooting.
Yeah, that would summarize this round, I would say.
Yeah, they call me the summary man. That's what you do is play-by-play sometimes. You just say what's already happened or, like, what's happening.
Oh, yeah.
Basically play. I just have to, like, fill, like, time, bro. So I'm just sitting here quiet. So I just say stuff. Miles and I talk about sometimes, like, you guys, you color commentators don't understand the stress of being play-by-play sometimes because I just got to fill time. And I just talk until I black out.
Well, sure. We just have to look at all of the things.
That's true. That's true. You know? Listen. There's difficulties in both. Nice little retake here from Vegas Falcons. 2 ticks in for New York, but they're cleared off for now, so you have to retake this. The good thing for them is they've got about an hour and a half still to work with. Lots of time to go. They don't even have to worry about the objective too much if they don't want to. They can just kind of focus up on the slang, but Vegas Falcons doing their best to bring this back closer to even, but that 7 life advantage still going to stand with another 30 seconds off of the clock, and after that wave of kills, Cloud9 New York going to start to push back on over towards progress here at B. Look to get that second tick, not able to do it. Krempto there, because he has the trade. He can't get away. You kind of got 1 for 1 if you're Vegas.
1 for 1's just not good enough.
It's not. You just can't. Exactly. You can't go 1 for 1. You need like a 4-man sweep. Dude, Sib is shooting.
Well, that was your pick, right? This was your guy.
Yeah, I feel pretty good about it after seeing a couple of his like gunfights. He is just centering on foreheads. It's like all the players on the map have my head. He's just locking, bro. These giant domes. Beautiful
like
shot.
Big head mode? Like what game was that? Like, you play big head mode? Was that GoldenEye?
Yeah, I think so.
Big head mode?
Was it GoldenEye?
I think so.
I just remember if you played Odd Job, you were a rat. That's what I remember. Sib looking to continue this tour de force, but it's attached that gets 2, ends the round. And I mean, it wasn't like anything all that flashy for the most part. You just took a big advantage early. Getting A was efficient as it could be for the most part. And you just efficiently traded well enough that they never could bring it back in the lives department.
That was another great summary.
Yeah, the summary, man, Joe. It's like I'm Cliff Notes, basically.
Right. Yeah. That's what I used to use, but now I guess people just have AI. That's
yeah,
crazy.
See, when you break down the game, you like add something to it. I break down the game, I say what happened. It's the difference. But that's not my job, though. My job's not really to add something to it. You're the former pro, you know? I love when people call me the color commentator, like just because I'm a goof and I get loud, but that's not how it works. You're the color commentator. You're the former pro.
Yeah, I color it in.
Yeah. And round 2. Vegas Falcons' turn to get something on offense. They need to get out to a better start just from an efficiency standpoint.
Yeah, I'm hoping to see a little more maybe from King, right? He was kind of the guy when they brought in.
Okay.
He was supposed to help out Exton in this SMG role. And I mean, actually, yeah, you should see just the talent every now and then. She starts to hit great shots right there. The problem is all his teammates died.
Yeah, I mean, he's put on enough talent. He's been the one, like, mainstay, right? Like, he's just had those moments where
That was a player. Turn to your right.
he's kept his spot.
Can't hear me.
He cannot hear you, Joe. Needs Ant's glasses. Doesn't spot him.
Sometimes you can't see players on these maps.
Oh, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Nice little pre-fire, then snap with a pistol there from Dahum. He's on 4 straight. You've done much better in the lives department. Even after that stretch, though, like, you're still down 3, and that hole is growing.
And you don't have a lot of time.
Nah, you're right. 35 seconds to go. And you haven't really sniffed an objective.
You really transitioned hole is growing to sniffing, huh?
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think it smells like? Like, I don't know, cobblestone?
No, it probably smells good. Oh, you're talking about the map.
Oh yeah, because I was saying they weren't sniffing the objectives. Like,
Oh,
why'd you think of Sib?
I don't know. I was just speaking out loud, honestly.
You were thinking about Sib and what he smells like, clearly. 7.4 seconds. It's paused. The push down from Vegas Falcons, still down 4 lives, but there's a glimmer, there's a hope, there's a prayer, there's not, unless Exton is fast. He is fast. With 0.9 seconds, he is able to get on it. He is dropped, and the round will end at 2-0 Cloud9, a round away.
Probably smells like fresh moss on that map.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, it's, yeah.
I was thinking, like, for some reason, I was going back to, like, CS. I was thinking, like, the map Cobblestone. I was thinking, like, the smell of cobblestone. I don't know why.
Yeah, but it's raining here. Fresh rain.
Okay. All right.
Everybody likes to hear you step outside on a rainy day and it just smells good. I don't know.
Joe, we're a bunch of gamers. We don't go outside.
No, you know what I'm talking about. You can open up the window.
Yeah.
Spring day.
That's true.
The wind's blowing.
That's true. Mac, what are we doing, bro? Ready to close it out. Guys are dialed. Locked. Looking for the 3-0, 3-0. Great job on offense. I had Sib as my kill leader, but Crimp started getting takeover mode. He's at 17. No opener for Sib this time around. Really efficient throughout the opening offense was Cloud9, looking to get back to work. If they can get that early life advantage. Trying to take the fight over towards B to start this round off. Crimp is hunting, but takes a couple of pistol shots. Sub-chows, and he will die.
Well, I'd say they stopped that, and you can already tell what that does. I mean, already 30 seconds off the clock. You don't have Kremp flanking your base. You have some great map control here. You see number 3 and King was pushed up, but Sim wins that first gunfight.
Yeah, I feel like one of those rounds where I feel like there's always a moment where the defense has an opportunity to kind of like pin them in spawn or a chance to. They just didn't really have any chances, did they?
No.
That first, like, no opportunities really to waste time that way. Due to the efficiency that they got A. Try to stack it up now, but yeah, much better in the lives from Vegas Falcons so far, at least in the early going. They were already in like a 5 or 6 hole by this point. Cramp's hipfire, able to hit and finish it. Nice little pistol shots there from Attach, who's on 5 straight as he's now pushed it up to 15. Looking to finish off A. Second bit about to be done. Attach still lurking in your base and spawning everybody out towards B, so that just makes it so easy to finish A. I mean, you're just popping and spawning a mile away from the objective.
It reminds me of Hardpoint. I mean, once they lose even like 50-50 map control, it's just they cannot get out of it. I mean, that's what happened. I mean, there was 30 seconds left. You finally get some pressure pushed up, and it just feels like they kind of run all over the map staggered.
No, that has absolutely been the case. Probably some frustrations in the comms, I imagine, as you're struggling right now. Shots a little bit windy from Sid there as Vegas player pops up and Wixel and drops him. They're starting to push the lives again. You got a minute left. You're up 4. You're still in a pretty good spot if you are Cloud9, and you're stopping the clock here for now, looking to progress to see if you can at least get the first tick done. Xnid going to give the push numbers here at least for a moment, but that disappears almost instantly. Sib, the last man here, not going to touch the objective, doesn't want to give up position, not going to matter as to whom peels his head off, and you bring it back even and alive. So best chance now for Falcons to get around victory. You didn't give up the first tick, you brought it back in lives, you did everything you could ask for there.
You just need this not to go. There we go. That's all the best, 4 dead.
The first time that we've seen a 4 dead. Great job there from Vegas Falcons as they are staying alive. They'll have to get it done on offense, though, if they're able to take this round, but not a lot of opportunities now as that pillar is just soaking up bullets and they line them up. The first chance you've really been able to get aggressive into the offensive spawn there for Vegas Falcons, and they take advantage late in the round. It went from basically even in lives to just smoking them. I mean, that was what, like 9-1 or something kills over that final stretch.
Yeah, it was 10-10. Yeah, then they have 4 dead and just carry into it. Bunch of the players on the side of Falcons carry sprees into our next round. But yeah, now the tough part, winning offense.
Yeah, exactly. You saw the defensive stats coming into this. It hasn't been great for them. They're last in the league, but they put up plenty of defensive round victories. Just the offense. Imagine a lot of woes from that side of it. I swear Sib has been like the first blood or first death every control round. He's able to get 2 this time around. This is problematic because you might get pinned in early if you are Vegas Falcons. This sequence is important for them. You can't lose 30, 40 seconds in this stretch. You still have 2 players that are a threat.
They do a good job clearing ammo though, right? They get that 1 player out of top. Kremto's still here. Bro. But you don't lose ammo control. You keep some players up, and now you got to start your next push from that position. Now they're starting to go.
Yeah, starting to go with 40 seconds remaining, though. That was great from Cloud9. I mean, you got out of it pretty well if your Falcons aren't wrong, but like it still was a lot of time. Like you got out of it pretty well from a kill standpoint, but it took a minute because by the time you're actually pushing towards an objective, we're sub 30 seconds now. And look at the position. Like before they even got a push out, You cleared it, they're already all back. They're already all back. Now realizing they got to get on one. They're able to stop the clock with 16.1. That doesn't last long at all. Player dropped. 3 coming off spawn. Just L triggered his king, and he gets smoked by Sib. Under 10 to go. Someone's got to get on it. Not looking like it's gonna happen. Not able to get out of the house. That's where the whole battle went down. The aggression simply too much from Cloud9. But close the series out 3-L. The control 3-1. And as you said, like Falcons just seems like in the respawns when they get into a bad spot, they just can't really get out of it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll put it simple for you. They just aren't ready for this.
No, I mean, that's the way it looks. Yeah.
I think we've seen individual moments. I think they could probably compete with some of the best in challengers, but they're just not ready for this.
No, they're not. And it's tough because, you know, I was thinking if you took like any of these 4 players and put them with like another team of like 3 and they could learn with that team, like that might be an okay team.
Yeah, as a unit, there's just so much to learn.
But
still.
but all 4 of them
and
with so much to
alternating
learn,
the roster very often.
It's near impossible, and you're seeing how hard it can be. I think some people take for granted how hard to win in this league it is. Like, Chino's post was killing me. I don't know if you saw